As a final step, as soon as that dries, I'd recommend taking a gloss varnish and cover the entire metal, really make it pop out. Okay, now we're going to begin to paint the shoulder boards. Now the shoulder boards for the air crew in World War I Germany was banded, or the piping was done in a very, very light gray, the center being silver. So we're going to block the light gray in. And again, leave a little bit of the black showing. And at this point you don't have to be too precise because we just want to get that color down. Okay, now that we've got the light gray border applied, we're going to go back to our metallics and our metallic brush, and using the base steel color we're going to fill in the center of the shoulder border epaulette. Paint mixture about medium. We'll get that laid in there. And when we're finished with this, we're going to let it dry for a minute. Now that we've got the base steel painted in on the inside of the shoulder board, I'm going to take just a bit of pure white and just hit the outline of the shoulder board. Because we're using light gray, which is correct, but against the steel color there just needs to be a bit more contrast, so I'm adding some pure white just to the very top of the shoulder board. Okay, we've got that done. Now we switch back to our metallic brush, and we're going to lay in gold on what are called the pips. And the button holds the shoulder board in place. And a little Germanic writing there. We're going to get that in. Okay, do the next side. This step goes pretty quick. And then we'll add a wash. The gold has dried, and we're going to take an ink from the Andrea Silver set, but this time we're using a black ink to put a very thin wash on the shoulder boards. Then we can go back and highlight it with the light silver color. Make sure you get around all of the gold fittings or the pips that we've just done. And the reason for this step is to allow the separation between the metal devices and the woven silver cloth of the shoulder board. I've applied a small amount of the brown wash, or the brown ink, from the silver paint set to the brass pips, and now it's time to go to our light silver color and just do our final highlights here. With the black ink in the crevices, by adding the silver now, you'll get really great three-dimensional relief. Finally, we come to the cocards. In an officer's cap, they would have been painted silver with the state of Germany. Back then, Germany was comprised of multiple states, and the Baron being Prussian. The lower card would be in silver, in a metal finish, with black in the center. We're using the Andrea light silver for this step. And the top one was the different colors of Germany, so it was a black, silver, and red, or black, white, and red. So the outside is painted black, matte black. Our next ring on an officer's cap is in metal, So we'll paint that with the light steel color. This step's fussy, and if you mess up, just go back and touch up. I do that all the time. Then finally, a drop of red from the red paint set for the center. And we'll use a nice bright red. Our final step in painting the Baron is to get a little bit of our glass varnish and lay that in to the cards we just painted. There you have it, the Red Baron. Thanks so much for joining us in painting the Red Baron, and be sure to stay tuned for our upcoming new series.